Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, unfortunately, it was released on the news just recently that the Titan, which was the submersible that went down to the wreckage of the Titanic with the 5 billionaires on it, was found, but unfortunately, the 5 billionaires did not make it. Now, my mind went all the way back to, once again, like I said in a previous video that I made about this, all of the just red flags surrounding this, the disturbing nature of this and its connection with the actual Titanic and how it went down and the things that happened and surrounding it. Now, I mentioned that there were multiple employees that told the CEO that this was a bad idea not to go down there because it was not safe. You even heard on the news there was debris that was surrounding the Titanic that made it very easy for vessels to get caught in, not to mention how deep in the ocean the debris is. Now, like I said in the previous video, I explained Boyle's law, pressure and volume, the relationship that they have, what that has to do with being in the ocean. I was even surprised whenever they first said that they went down there in that vessel, that they even made it down there, considering how far that they went. Now, they said they first lost contact about an hour and 45 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, so not even 2 hours into the journey. And I'm going to be real honest with y'all, and not to be like graphic or anything like that, or lacking in empathy. I honestly believe that whenever they lost contact with the Titan after that almost 2 hours, like I said, I honestly believe that that was probably when it happened, so to speak. They claimed that the Titan imploded, and there was actually people who made a kind of like a graphic CGI reenactment, so to speak, of what an imploding submersible would look like. It's disturbing, which is why I didn't put it on here. But that is what they claim allegedly happened to the submersible. They also claim there could have been a leak in pressure, which if that was the case, then it was not, it's not going to end well, of course. But like I said, I do believe that whenever they first lost contact, that might have been actually what happened. They said on the news, and a lot of people were hopeful and sending up prayers that they would be found alive, but they did mention, like I said before, that if the submersible was still intact, they had X amount of hours. So like I said, that's what backs up my initial thoughts and theory on what actually happened to them down there. Another piece of unfortunate information concerning the situation was one of the people who was on that submersible was a 19-year-old son of one of the billionaires. And I said in the previous video that I wish they had left him at home because, again, I don't care how starry-eyed they were about this little exploration attempt. They should have thought, well, you know what? If anything goes wrong, at least the kid's life wouldn't be cut tragically short like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was sad because allegedly the young man's aunt came out on the media and said that he didn't even want to go. He said that he went in support of his father as a Father's Day kind of thing. I guess maybe he, I don't want to say that his father pressured him into it, but she claimed that he didn't even want to go. And that's crazy. Him not even wanting to go and him doing this because of the support of his father meant the difference in him being here and not being here. Like I said, very heartbreaking, very saddening, very disturbing. But anyways, there were a lot of people, like I said before, that were just making fun of these people all over the internet, making all kinds of jokes, like just being very lacking in empathy. And I thought it was very disturbing and very wrong. I know it's real easy to poke fun at people when you're not in the situation, when you didn't make the bad decision, when you didn't go down there. But people are still raggedy for all the jokes that they made about those people not making it down there. It's all fun and games and laughing and jokes until it's you or somebody you care about. And I know a lot of people would say, well, I wouldn't be down there to begin with. But your life could be in danger some other kind of way, and you wouldn't want people making jokes about you or your mama. Let me put it that way. But people in this society, in this time, they are real big on being able to dish it out, but they really can't take it. They like dishing out, making fun of people, mocking people, scoffing at people. But oh, God forbid somebody do that in their moment of a lowest point. Speaking of being able to dish it out, but not being able to take it, again, Cardi B was going back and forth with the stepson of one of the billionaires. I don't even know why, like I said before, she spoke on the subject, because she is most definitely one of those people who can say something about somebody or concerning somebody, but when somebody says something about her or concerning her, she loses her mind. And I get it, we all have freedom of speech on these little apps, but if you can't take being talked about or having something said about you, especially if you're a public figure and your business is out there, you shouldn't say anything about anybody else. Because what you put out there, you're going to get back. You're going to reap the consequences of your actions. But anyways, like I said before, they were going back and forth. And I feel like a lot of people were biased against the stepson because he's rich. You know, they probably looked at him and said, oh, you're doing this because you're happy because this man is about to be out of here. You're about to get the money. You know, y'all are so out of touch with reality. These people don't even know this kid. They don't know this young man from Adam. And they are making these very biased, stigmatized judgments off of him because of this. I don't blame him for firing back at Cardi B for what she said. And like I said before, because we don't know him, we can't say, oh yeah, he just wanted the money. That's all he cared about. He don't actually care about his stepfather, and that's why he's not mourning all over the internet. There are people who have done that who didn't mean anything that they did. Things happened, and people got on the internet and they boo-hooed, and it was all a facade. So just because somebody's crying on the internet, or you see them crying, does not mean that they actually mean that. People handle stress and they mourn in different ways. People need to stop trying to police how people deal with trauma and grieve. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel about all of this down in the comments below. Respectfully, don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed day.